Hey, Sonia Sarayu here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about creating a sacred space. So for the past few months, we have been blessed to have a little bell tent as our sacred space. We live in a small home, which was our choice to go down from a large home that we were not using all the spaces in to a much smaller home so that we could be more together. But that required some creativity in creating a bit of a breakout space for us, because my daughters and I all practice sacred spiritual practices. We needed a space to be able to have some quiet time. Now, a sacred space can be anywhere within your home or outside, and having a sacred space is very uplifting, it's very empowering, and it reminds you to take the time to quiet the mind and spend some time connecting to your inner self. A sacred space can be anything from a favorite chair in your living room or your sitting room with maybe a plant beside it, or a chair out on your deck, perhaps a hammock, or a room all of its own dedicated to your sacred practices. It all depends on what you have available to you. So I thought that I would share with you a little bit about what I bring into my sacred space. And the idea behind this is to inspire you to dig into those practices, whether it be yoga, meditation, prayer, whatever your sacred practice is. And again, that's my passion, is helping others find the sacred practice that connects them, that works for them, because it's different for everyone. So I'm going to give you a little tour of my sacred space, along with some of the things that I find are necessary to have in my space, so that you can maybe be inspired to create a space of your own. And by all means, I would love to hear from you. Send a picture or a short video, a few comments on what your sacred space looks like and what inspires you to get into it. So let's just have a little tour. So here I am outside in our yard, and I'm going to show you my little sacred space. So this is simply a small bell tent that sits in our side yard. And sacred space doesn't mean that we always get to be there without distractions. If you can hear today, there's a tree being chopped down, there's neighborhood kids, but it's what we make it. So let's go inside. Now again, you do not need to have something like this to make a space sacred. Your sacred space can be a special chair in your living room, a little corner of the bedroom, anywhere inside your house, outside your house, that you wish to create as an intentional space for reflection. Now in this space, my girls and I have put many of the items that are necessary for us to draw inwards. We have lots of nature. We have plants, stones, dream catcher, and comfort. This space has also been a bit of a retreat space where we've come out and spent the night, and I've also hosted some beautiful souls in here. So aside from the tent, my sacred space comes right down to this little tray. On this tray I've created an altar It's very simple, but it contains the things that I find inspiring. So I have a collection of crystals, my stone that says breathe, that's a personal mantra, a plant, some candles which I light for meditation and prayer. I have a Tibetan yogi, and this little wooden carving is meant to hold your worries and your concerns. You can see how it holds it in his hands, and it fits just nicely in the palm of the hand for a tactile meditation. And then I of course have the mala. This is one that I just made. The mala is very much like a finger labyrinth meditation. You move through the beads, 108 of them, as you recite an affirmation or a prayer on each bead. And then I have some card decks out here, because I use card decks often and have many of them. If you'd ever like a reading, I'd be happy to do that for you. But the cards basically bring forth that little seed of wisdom that sits inside, that's already there. You just ask the question and open yourself up to the response. And then my finger labyrinth, and of course my journal, because something always comes up when we visit our sacred space. And the more that we visit our physical sacred space, the more that we get into the habit of connecting with our inner sacred space. Until soon, we're able to carry it with us everywhere we go. So I ask you, what would you place in your sacred space? What guidance do you need in creating one? I'd be happy to help. Or perhaps you'd like to share what comes up for you when you visit your sacred space. I wish you all the love.